Ah, the howl ringing through the air, bringing all the children in the village a scare. What is that sound, you may ask? Well, it's a werewolf, and it's sorta OP, like what the fuck? Hello random people on the internet, my name is Banana, and today we are going to talk about Werewolf Armor. This is what a lot of people were telling me to make a video on because this armor set is really good. If you don't know where this armor set is from, it is from the spooky fishing that was added in yesterday's update, but Werewolf Armor is amazing. This is one of the coolest and most unique armor sets in the game because of its ability. But before we talk about that, I just want to remind you guys that only a small percentage of the people that watch this video are actually subscribed. I put a lot of time and a lot of coins into each of these videos, so I'd really appreciate if you just went down below and clicked that sub button. It'd really make my day. But I have a pretty much maxed out set of Werewolf Armor here. I have a full 5-star set. It's pretty cool. And the full set bonus is Regenerative Howl. Upon activating Ferocity, heal players within 25 blocks for 10% of your defense and gain 50 defense for 5 seconds. And that defense will end up stacking. So this is a healer armor set. We haven't seen a single healer armor set in the game. And this is it, and this is really good. It has 10 ferocity per piece, and that will get buffed in dungeons by a little bit. You can see it's going up to 15 in dungeons. And that's a fair amount of ferocity right there. You're looking at anything else in the game, pretty much nothing gives that much ferocity, except for like one pet, and we'll get to that in a second. But I do want to finish maxing out this armor first, and that's going to be by putting on these Sedan brooches. I feel like a lot of people don't really know about Sedan's brooch and how good it is, but it adds the empowered reforge. And for healers, this is probably the best reforge, because you look at it, and you're actually going to get a bonus healing while in dungeons. You get 10% increased healing while in dungeons, and you get health and defense is going to be really helpful for our healing. So we're just going to make all of our armor empowered real quick. It's going to be quick, easy, it's going to be awesome, and boom, we got a full empowered werewolf set, so we should be having 40% increased healing while in dungeons. Now, it says upon activating Ferocity, but let's talk about Ferocity real quick. So Ferocity is a new stat in Skyblock. It is something that got added, I think, 2 updates ago. It got added with the Scorpius Mayor, and it's a pretty good stat. It gives you the chance to double hit on mobs, so it's pretty much the old Tiger perk, but you can get it from other sources in the game. And this is really good. This is something that you want to have because, I mean, if you're meleeing mobs and you can get some double hits in, that's literally straight up doubling your damage. Right now, in this armor set, I have a total of 40 ferocity. Pretty good. I'll take it, alright? 40 ferocity, nothing to scoff at. That means, like, pretty much 1 out of every 2 hits, I'll probably proc a double proc, but, you know, it's not going to happen all the time. However, there is a pet that increases ferocity by a lot, and it's actually not an expensive pet. I have an epic tiger right here, a level 93 epic tiger, where I can gain 93% ferocity. If you have a level 100 tiger, it's going to be 100% ferocity. So if I put that on, I'm actually going to have 95 ferocity now. That is really good. That's an amazing amount of ferocity. But there's another thing that you can get, and that is the Vicious enchant. I have this on my Livid Dagger, and that's going to give it a little bit more ferocity. If we check AH, because I feel like a lot of people don't know Vicious exists, if we go and look at Vicious, it's going to give us 5 more ferocity. Oh, wouldn't you look at that? We're missing 5 ferocity, so we put it on, and now we're going to have 105 ferocity. So what does that actually mean? Well, the perk on this means that whenever we activate Ferocity, we are going to heal players, alright? But we activate Ferocity on every hit right now. Literally every single one. I think you can see where this is going. So for an out of dungeons test, I'm just going to show you. I got Moist Kitty here. Every single time that I hit one of these, it's going to proc my Ferocity. It's going to double proc because I have 100 Ferocity. So I am going to proc, and it's going to heal her for 128 health, because that is 1/10 of my defense. Outside of dungeons, that's not that much health, but you do have to remember that it is amplified by a lot of things. There are things like the Survivor Cube, the Healing Ring, the Reaper Mask, the Overflux Orb buffs healing. There's so many different buffs to healing that exist in the game, so you're going to be healing for a lot, especially in dungeons, because in dungeons you can pull like up to 4,000 defense, and that is absolutely insane when it comes to you healing people for like 400 each. And then every time that you hit a mob, you're actually going to be getting more defense. It's not really working for me right now. Oh, actually it worked right there. It doesn't last for that long from what I can see, but it is going up, and I am getting more defense. If I am hitting consistently, I can get my defense up, and in dungeons you're going to be able to hit things really fast. So thank you, Kitty, for showing how it works. Let's go into a dungeon and test her out. Alright, so well in dungeons, you can see we're at 148 ferocity right when we load in. So we got a lot right now, boys. We are going to be healing like twice almost, like on half of our hits, which is just gonna be really good. I've pretty much never played healer, but oh look, I'm healing players already. I'm healing them so much. They're not gonna be able to die if they're near me, because I'm just going to heal them up as much as I possibly can, boys. That is my job right now. I will be the best healer you've ever seen. Alright, so in Terracotta phase, I'm spawned in right now. You can see I'm healing every single person for 2,000 health every single time I click. Is this a little bit OP? Probably. Is it fun? Also, yes. I told them to AFK because I'm sort of just healing every single person for, I believe, something around 600 every single time. And I think I just saw my defense. Oh my, look at my defense right now, guys. It's going up because of how this works. Every single time I hit, it is bringing my defense up, and it's also giving them more defense. I had 6,000 defense for a second there while I'm still running max ferocity. Like, this is actually insane. You're pretty much immune if you're using this armor. I really hope that they just didn't test this, because if the admins actually want healer to be this OP, then they should just give them an immunity spell for the whole team for the entire dungeon run, because this is really stupid. There's no chance that anyone dies. Literally no chance, because you look at it, every click I'm healing that much. So this is really good. This is really, really good. And that's not even talking about the fact that I'm dealing double damage to each of these mobs, because I'm using max ferocity, and max ferocity is going to be giving me double damage on every hit, and then I'm pretty much getting triple damage on every 2 hits. So this is going to allow healer to do a lot of damage compared to normal. So what did we learn today? Well, the admins either don't test their armor sets, or they just want healer to be stupidly OP, because this is an absolutely insane armor set. Getting this much ferocity from one set, along with healing this much, along with getting this much defense, along with giving your team this much defense, is sort of good. And we also learned that the Tiger Pet is undisputably the best healer pet, because it allows you to heal all the time, 2,000 health every single hit. So this is a pretty good armor set. I'm glad healer finally got something, but I do expect this to get nerfed. Don't put all of your eggs into this basket, because honestly, I can't see it being this good forever, because it would probably ruin dungeon floors on release. Now, all we need is a mage armor set. Please, admins, give us a mage armor set. That's all I want.